Hello everyone, so this is the video lesson 26 and in this video lesson we are going to solve some tutorial problems related to the Newton's ring experiment and the related theory. Okay, so let's first focus on different formulations of this concept. So Newton's ring are the special case of interference due to the wedge shaped field. Okay, so you know that in Newton's rings are obtained by placing a plano-convex lens on a plane glass plate and light fall normally, and we obtain the interference pattern in the transmitted light as well as in the reflected light in the form of rings. Okay, so the effective path difference in the case of reflected light is same as the inclined film. So the effective path difference is same for the inclined film. It is twice mu t cos r plus theta plus lambda by 2. Okay, so this is the effective path difference between any two rays in the reflected case. Okay, and in Newton's ring we consider the normal incidence and the small wedge angle. Okay, so this condition turn to path difference is equal to twice mu t plus lambda upon 2. Okay, so now by the help of this path difference we are able to write the conditions for maxima and minima. So where when the effective path difference is an even multiple of lambda by 2, we obtain the maximum intensity, and when the effective path difference is an odd multiple of lambda by 2, we obtain the minimum intensity. Okay, so the points of the plane surface of the plano-convex lens, when satisfy this condition, they will appear as bright, and when the points which will satisfy this condition will appear dark. Okay, so in this way we obtain the interference pattern like that in the form of ring. There is a center is dark in the case of reflected light, because at center the thickness of the air film is 0, t is equal to 0. So this gives the condition of minimum intensity. That's why we obtain the dark center in the case of reflected light. Okay, then after we obtain a large number of rings separated by each other by the bright and dark rings, and we can consider any ring as the nth order, and next higher order ring may be considered as the n plus pth order, where n and p both are the integers. Okay, so this is the experimental setup and related things. Now let's see. The thickness of the wedged film is given by this formula. Okay, we have already derived this formula in the expression for the diameters. Okay, so we can obtain the thickness of the film at any point at which a ring is passing, nth order ring, either dark or bright, is passing from that point. Okay, so Rn is the radius of a particular order of ring, and if we convert the radius into diameter, then it comes to be dn square over 8r. Okay, so this is the thickness formula. Then after, diameter of the bright rings are given by this formula, diameter of dark rings is given by this formula. The fringe width formula, theta is equal to lambda upon twice mu beta. Okay, so here basically it is omega is equal to lambda upon twice mu beta. Okay, so beta is the fringe width. So by the help of this formula you can determine the fringe width beta. The wavelength of light is given by lambda is equal to dn plus p square minus dn square over 4 pr. So we use this formula for the numerical problems also. The refractive index can be determined by this formula. Okay, so these are the formulations used in different tutorial problems. Now let's see the numerical problem 18. The problem is the Newton's rings are observed normally in reflected light of wavelength this. The diameter of 10th dark ring is 0.50 centimeter. Find the radius of curvature of the lens and the thickness of the film. Okay, so we have to determine there is a 10th order dark ring with the diameter 0.50 centimeter. So we have to determine the radius of curvature and the thickness of the film. Okay, so data given: wavelength of light, order of dark ring n is equal to 10, diameter of 10th dark ring it is 0.50 centimeter, okay, or 5 cross 10 to the minus 3 meter. The refractive index of the film is not given, so there is a air film mu is equal to 1 in the case of air. Okay, so now apply the diameter of the dark ring. It is given by this formula. So by the help of this formula you can determine the radius of curvature. So by putting different value, the radius of curvature of the plano-convex lens comes to be 1.04166 meter. Okay, and the thickness of the inclined film can be obtained by using this formula. Tn is equal to dn square over 8r. So diameter is given, radius of curvature is calculated here. So in this way the thickness of the film may also be calculated. Okay, now let's see the next problem. Problem 19. Newton's rings are observed by keeping a spherical surface on 100 centimeter radius of plain glass plate. If the diameter of the 50th bright ring is 0.590 centimeter and the diameter of 5th ring is 0.0336 centimeter, what is the wavelength of light used? Okay, so in this we have to calculate the wavelength of light. The formula for there are two bright rings. Okay, so whenever in the given data there are two bright rings, we always use the formula lambda is equal to dn plus p square. This formula is used. Okay, so what is the data given? Wavelength of incident light lambda has to be determined. The radius of curvature of the plano-convex lens, it is 1 meter. Diameter of 5th bright ring, it is given, and similarly the diameter of 15 bright ring, suppose that this is dn and 50th is the n plus p, it is also given. Then n is equal to 5 and n plus p is equal to 15, then the p value is equal to 10. And also let the refractive index of the inclined film is 1. So let's apply the formula lambda is equal to dn plus p square minus dn square over 4pr. So by giving different value we can calculate the wavelength of light used. Okay, thank you.